Happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? It's a little after 4. I forgot that I had to close the store and then set up. So sorry, I said 4 p.m., but it's 4:10. So thanks for joining me. How are you guys all doing? I missed you last week, Thursday. Last week, Thursday, my daughter had back surgery. So it's been 1 week post-op now, and she's struggling a little bit. So, she had a pretty major deal, but she's hanging in there. It's hard to be in pain, right? And not do what you want to do. And then she has 2 babies. So yeah, it's been a lot. I took them this weekend and kept them for 2 or 3 nights, which helped a lot. But yeah, I mean, mom's got to work. So she's hanging in there. So I'm sorry I missed last week, but I have a super cute project. I just got in a bunch of new tissue paper. Let me show you. Here's one of them. And I was so excited when I got it. I know it's July 31st, right? And it's hot as you know what outside. But in a couple months, it's Christmas. And I never know what this stuff's going to look like until I get it. Oh my gosh, this is I see lots of really fun things in my near future, even in your near future. I'm going to order more. I only got a few sheets, so I'm putting in an order tonight. Whoops. For more, there's 4 on 1 sheet. So I see a class in my near future with this. I got a bunch more, but I'm not going to share those yet. So we're going to use that one today. When you jump on, say hi. I'm streaming live from YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And let me introduce myself. My name is Debbie Tona. If you're new to my page or my channel, I own a beautiful store down in downtown Nampa called Tona Transformations. We paint everything. We craft, we paint furniture, we decoupage, we upcycle, we transform. Hence the name. My last name is Tona. Tona Transformations. So let's get started. I pulled out. I'm going to turn you guys. Let me think of the best way. I'm going to put the camera down. I think I'm going to maybe go like this. Maybe that. I want you to see it like the best. I'm going to move my tripod, get it all jingle jangled up without it falling off the table because it's right on the edge of my table. There, how's that? That's much better. Okay. So as soon as I got the paper, I cut this little guy off. And I thought, he's like so flippin' cute. So I'm going to decoupage him on, this is an old cabinet door. This thing's trash. I keep these things, you guys. If anybody's getting rid of old cabinets, let me know. I'll come and take the doors off. But the background was already painted white, so I don't have to do that. Normally with decoupage, we always paint the back of our piece. Hi, Ronnie. White. Thanks for joining me. It's my normal time, right? I don't have any help today, so I had to go a little bit later than I have been. So I'm just going to take a paintbrush with some water on it. And I don't want straight lines on this at all. So I'm going to run it around. What do you think of my tissue paper? Isn't this adorable? The little reindeer. Oh my God. I'm going to order a bunch more. I didn't order that much because, to be honest, it takes like 6 weeks for me to get it. And I didn't know if it was going to be this cute. And then I got it and I thought, oh my gosh, why didn't I order tons? But we have time. But I'm thinking I can probably do a class with these little reindeers because they are cute. Yes, they are cute right now. So how's everybody been doing? What have you been doing? Anybody have anything fun? Has anybody gone on vacation? Like I haven't. I'm actually planning my winter vacation. You know, every winter I go somewhere warm, and of course I love Costa Rica, and I was just on last night looking at Airbnbs on Costa Rica. I think I'll stay in a new place this time. You say that. It's a big country. We go to the same place a lot. And then I was like, we should go somewhere new. And then I have to look up like all the new houses and want a nice house with a pool. Yep. I mean, I have a pool at my house, but in January it's frozen over. So nice to get away from these cold places that we live in the wintertime, right? In the summer, I mean, my pool, we swim in it every evening. And I love it. But in the wintertime, we can ice skate on it. We should actually, that'd be fun. But yeah. So I've got to plan ahead. Before we know it, January will be here again. So I just ripped him so that way he would have an uneven thing. It's much better to have an uneven outsides than it is to have it even. Ronnie Malia is doing okay. She's struggling a little bit today. She's 7 days post-op and she's hurting. She thought that she could try to have the baby home with her today. I call her the baby. She's 2. So she's not allowed to lift anything like at all because she damaged her nerve so bad that the doctor warned her if she didn't listen that she would end up damaging it again. So Emery is 2. Kiana goes to school, but Emery is 2. And Emery doesn't care that mommy is broken. She, she's 2 and she's into everything and she's into things she's not supposed to. So Malia tried to be home with her by herself and that didn't work out so well. So it's amazing and it's not just the lifting, it's the twisting and the turning. So I am putting satin clear coat down first to act as my glue. Like I said, this already is a light background, so I'm not too worried about painting the back of it white. I'm going to just kind of roll up. I only put my decoupage medium, which is my satin clear coat, on half. Then I'll just fold it over and do the other half. She's feeling better, yes and no. She kind of twisted last night, weird, and then it took her breath away and almost took her to the ground. So she's got a really weird nerve thing going on. The thing about her, she's been dealing with it for like 2 years now. She waited a long time because she had babies and to get it fixed. And so she had severe nerve damage. So now she's kind of paying the price. But I think, every day will be better, right? It's hard when you have kids, and I can't obviously be off. I help as much as I can, and I'll take them again, probably this weekend just to give them a break. They're a lot. You don't realize that. I mean, I realize it when I have them. I'm like, we went to the fair this weekend, our little fair, and they were so much fun. They pet all the goats and the chickens and the cows, and they rode a couple rides. Emery's still too short to ride anything because she's only 2. But we found the 2 that they could ride and, the little kitty rides. I just love those times. Those times don't happen and then they go away and then they're teenagers and then they don't like you anymore. Right? This is cute just like this. I don't have to do anything else. I can just leave this old cabinet door like this. What do you guys think? It's cute, huh? It's like this rustic, except it's dirty looking. It's tempting because if this wasn't so gungy, dirty looking, and it was a little bit cleaner because it's a little yucky in here. So let's do this. Let's just paint it out and we'll make it super cute. So let's see. Container. We'll let that sit right there. Let's do a little bit of salt wash. So yeah, she's getting there, but it's definitely slow going. Let's put, this is Dixie Belle's, one of Dixie Belle's newest colors. It's called Thicket. It's a very beautiful green mossy color. We're just getting ready to release some new silk colors, which I need to buy for the silk line at Dixie Belle. Really fun one. So I put salt wash in my container, so I am going to make a texture medium by mixing it with paint. So you can use any brand of paint with salt wash, and I do have salt wash on my website if you guys are interested. I'm thinking this kind of technique is something that we're going to be doing in the day camp that I'm doing September 6th. Have you guys seen it? It is an 8-hour class all day. We're going to be here all day. You're going to bring a lunch and some drinks, and you're just going to come, and we are going to do projects, which will be stuff like this. And it might just be this little reindeer. Now that I got it, I'll probably use one of these. We'll be doing all kinds of fun things like decoupage, texture. We'll be doing my like raised stenciling, patina, the things that everybody always asks me about. And so it'll be like we're going to be doing little stations. So you'll never just be like waiting. You'll be going from station to station, because like when you do texture, obviously it needs to dry. When you do patina, it takes 6 to 8 hours for it to actually work. So those kind of things we're going to do, and then we'll get them activated and going. Oh, this is perfect. I know I liked it with the rustic stuff too, but I think I'm going to like it even more once we clean it up. So I'm just going to go over kind of the edge here. I am just pouncing this paint. That way we get the texture part of it. And so we get a little bit of, when we add the other colors in here, it just has the texture built in. It's a really good way. And I tell you what, texture dry is super hard. So it really is a really great medium to use. This is the cutest thing right here. I can't even believe how cute this tissue paper is. So don't worry, it's not posted yet. I just got it in today. I haven't had a chance to photograph it or catalog it or anything, but I am ordering more because I know it will sell out. And I will let you guys know. I may have a couple sheets, but it'll be on my next order. So by September, I should have it in stock. Actually, mid-August, I bet you. I bet you by mid-August I can get it in. But I definitely think this would be a great paper for the day camp, right? On one of our, maybe on a tray or something we can use this. So if you guys haven't signed up, there's only a few spots left. The class is filling up, and it will fill up. It's $139. And like I said, you are going to get 4 to 5. I'm not sure how many we're going to get done. Finished projects, candlesticks, trays. You're going to do, just going to do a bunch of stuff. And it's the things that everybody always asks me. Will you do a class on this? Will you do a class on this? I'm doing a class on all of it in one day. We'll see how it goes. And then, you know, I may break those out eventually. But how fun. Grab your girlfriend, or don't grab a girlfriend. Come by yourself. Don't be afraid. We don't bite. Come on down. You must pre-register. Can't just show up because there's a limited amount of space. And if you don't pay, you don't get to come. Okay, I'm going to have to dry this. Look at how cute he is. He's so cute. So any old cabinet door, any kind of, yeah, it's going to be fun. Any kind of piece of wood, this would work on a window. I'm going to have to make a bunch of windows with the skies on them. Any like an old tin that you have, you can put the decoupage on, right? He's just stinking cute. So I went ahead and just did the dark green around it. Or the not dark green, a green. It's not actually the same color, but we're going to go ahead and blend it out. And I'm going to show you how I do this. I've been doing a lot of furniture with the tissue paper on it, and it seems to be very popular because it is like having a piece of art in your home. I'm delivering a piece tomorrow that I sold, that I did just recently. So I really, really enjoy doing this type of stuff. I just finished one and I'll show it to you guys. Another butterfly one. Oh my gosh, it's so great. I just finished it. I still need to photograph it and get it put on the floor tomorrow. But let me dry this real fast. Does anybody got any good plans for this weekend? Ronnie, what are you doing this weekend? Anything? Going camping? Anybody going camping? I haven't been camping in so long. My husband will leave to go hunting in September, which he always wants me to go with him. And I always say, are you kidding? That's like my vacation. I got a girlfriend coming down for a few days when he goes in September so that we can just go antique shopping. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm like, no, when you go away, it's like vacation for me, right? I don't like have to cook or, I mean, do anything. I can stay late. I don't have to be home. He always laughs. Aren't you sure you don't want to come up? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I am really sure. I love it. Your sister Maureen is watching. Hi, Maureen. How are you doing? Does Maureen live in Massachusetts like you, Ronnie? How's your weather? How humid is it where you live, Ronnie? Is it like so humid that it's just unbearable? Because it's not humid at all here. But it's kind of sultry today. For us, sultry is like barely at all. Because we've been having thunderstorms every night. So, okay, let's grab another paint bucket and let's see what we can come up with. So when I figure how to incorporate colors into these guys, I kind of look at the colors that are in here. So this kind of has like a green blue, kind of almost a bronzy color, which we can add some antiquing with that. It has kind of a yellowish hue. So I kind of pull colors that I think will tie in with that look. And it doesn't take a lot of paint to do these little extra touches. Once you get your base coat down, it's very easy to just add a little bit of paint here and there. There we go. To get it, to then make it look like the picture just 90 to 101. It's so humid. Oh, Lord. No, thank you. I don't know how anybody lives in places like that. It's crazy to me. We have zero. We don't have humidity at all. We're super dry. You should come visit. Why don't you come take my day class with me? I got a spare room. You could stay with me. Fly out for tell your husband you need a vacation. What's a flight to Boise? Come hang out with me at my day class. That'd be fun. You don't even need to rent a car. I pick you up from the airport and everything. Okay, I'm just going to add some of these colors. So I did drop cloth, antebellum blue. The green was, what's it called? Weeping willow. And then collard greens is the dark green. Okay. Okay. So basically what I think about is I look at the picture and I think, okay, there's all these fun colors in this little guy, right? There we go. So we are going to just start to kind of pull those colors out. So when I say a little bit of paint, I'm seriously, can you even see there's hardly any blue on there? I am just going to kind of tap it out and then keep adding the other color to my brush. Maybe this green to just kind of tap it out. And basically what it suddenly does is expand, and then a little bit of this white from the drop cloth. and it just kind of expands the picture off of the piece. It doesn't have to be exact. It just has to pull it off. How do I say that? Like make it look like the picture continues, okay? Does that make sense? And by the texture, by having texture on here, it helps hide the flaws. So the base coats down, and then I just start adding colors and making the colors marry with each other. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm saying it right. So I just add tiny dots of color all the way. You hate to fly? Oh, I would love for you to come. I hate to fly too. I really do. But I like to vacation in tropical countries. So I do. So I get on a plane. So as you can see, it's not the same color, but that's okay because it doesn't have to be. If you paint over the top of the tissue paper, then it just appears that it's part of the design. Just little bites. Does that make sense? And then suddenly, the more you start to go around, the more all of a sudden it comes to life. This is exactly how I do it on furniture, on dressers, on anything that I do. I just tap, and it's tiny little bites of paint. It's not a lot. That's, I think, the key that people don't understand. It's tiny little bites of paint where you just go into the design. That one's a little too bright. I think I need a more of a yellow, like maybe of a yellow or tan grab. So I'm gonna grab it. I think it's out. Buttercream might be better. And then I just add a little paint here and there. If I think the colors aren't cooperating, no big deal. I just add a little more paint off another one and then see if that helps. Because here's the deal. If it doesn't, if it's not the right color, you can just let it dry and go add color again, right? So still light. That's okay. We'll just go. I need to grab which one? Something. I'll grab it in a minute. But if you just tap away, all of a sudden the picture appears to just grow, right? Even though the tissue paper is only right here in the middle, the picture grows out. Does that make sense? So you can always throw in colors that coordinate. Now I've seen a lot of bronze in here, and I have some bronze paste that I can put on later. I didn't like how white that was. So colored greens, I've been using it a lot lately. There we go. See now how I just deepened that a little bit? So sometimes I just keep playing with design, and then suddenly the little guy just looks like, wow, he's on this little journey, right? And when I say I'm hardly putting any paint, do you see the tiny amount of paint? And then I'm actually wiping it off on my tablecloth here. So then I will come up here, and actually that green is kind of a brighter green too. It's kind of an English ivy green. So that's what I say. I keep looking at the colors. I put them in. I mean, it's nice for me because I have all the colors. A little bit harder for you guys because if you don't have 500 colors like me, you got to buy a lot of paint. But, aha, see that color? That one, English ivy. Dixie Belle. Tap it off. It's almost the same color as this thing up here. So sometimes I'll just experiment and then I'll be like, oh, okay. And so it's not necessarily you get it right on the first time, but just keep adding the colors on your brush, the light ones and the dark ones. And if you do a little at a time and then just kind of smush them and blend them in, suddenly they become, this whole little guy is popping off and making this beautiful picture on an old cabinet door that somebody threw away. I had this man drop me off these cabinets probably 4 years ago, and I have used every single one. I only have a couple left. I thought I didn't have any, and then I looked in my stash and I was so stoked. I just found them. And I was like, heck yeah, I'm using that. So somebody's trash is my treasure, your treasure when you buy these pieces, because this is going to be stinking cute. Right? I could see putting some crackle over the top of him too and like antiquing him. Wouldn't that be fun? He's so cute. So basically just starting to go. Now, can you see the difference? I just went up this side, between this side and that side. Suddenly he looks like the sky is just coming out. Yeah, you could get the 4-ounce jars. Absolutely. That's a good point, Ronnie. I need to order more of the paint in the 4-ounce jars for sure. So yeah, you know, the thing about the 4-ounce jars though, here's the deal. I don't know why anybody would buy 4-ounce jars because they're $9.95. Do you know an 8-ounce jar is only $14.95 at Dixie Belle? To me, it makes no sense, but a lot of people do it. I'd rather have more paint. But if you have to buy a lot of colors, then you definitely could get a lot of colors that way. So like that one, I got a little too crazy, so I'm just going to smush it out right there. And if I want, I can spray a little bit of water because it went a little too far down, and gently wipe it because this is already pop coated, remember? So I just wiped off the paint and I went a little cray over. Right, but look how cute this is. This is really turning out cute. So this is a perfect thrift store find. You buy a piece of tissue paper from me. I'm not sure what these are going to be. I don't know what the price. Tissue paper's really gone up. It's like 12 bucks probably for this. It's going to have the 4 little deers on it. You can take and make a variety of Christmas presents. It's time to start thinking about Christmas presents, right? I'm going to skip over here really quick because I put blue on my brush and I kind of see that. I just use it over here. I am using my small Klingon brush, my R12. I love this brush. It's small, and it's, let me show you what it looks like brand new. Well, actually, this is an R14. This is actually the next size bigger. But when they're brand new, like this one is, they're not all flared out. This is actually a smaller brush than this one, but mine are old, so they're all flared out. But these are great little brushes to do these little, I use this one all the time. I actually need to buy myself like 4 more because I love this brush. So the thing is, the less amount of paint you use, and I keep dabbing it off on the table onto a cloth because I don't need that much paint. I'm just barely just adding the paint, right? The base coat's down, so if we miss anything, it's no big deal. Throwing in that English ivy. Basically, all these shades of green with a touch of antebellum blue is sensational. Who likes this so far? I wasn't going to do Christmas, but as soon as I got this tissue paper in the mail, I was like, OMG, I got to do something with this, like now. Yep, now. I'm not really liking the lighter color so much, so I think I'm going to stick away from it. So we're just going to let it dry, and then we'll go over the top of it. And are you noticing I am using the same brush? Not changing out brushes. You're using such a little amount of paint that I'm just using the same brush over and over and over. And little tiny bites, little tiny bites, little tiny bites, and just patting. Can you guys like pat a brush? Come on. Don't tell me you can't do this. And the thing is, I think for most people is you use way too much paint. Okay, I've still not poured any more paint other than the original, and I've still got tons of paint. Because these brushes hold paint so well that they really are the kind to use, because, and then look at how well it just blends out. You don't have to be a master blender to do this technique. Master Blender, that's my name. That's my new card, Master Blender. Debutona, Master Blender. But anyhow, you get the idea, right? Oh my gosh. So cute. So he's starting to come to life, right? I haven't done this side or the bottom. Is that not cool? We have the original color still sitting right here too. I mean, if we wanted to, we could go back in with a little bit of it, soften it up a little bit here and there, kind of just over the top, just barely soften up that paint where the harsh lines are. That's kind of cool. I am just barely using the dregs of this paint that are left and tapping over what I already put down, which is just kind of hitting the highlights on this texture. Drop it on the ground and lightening it up even more. It's all about color selection, you guys. That's the hardest thing. Selecting the right colors. It's very relaxing. Ronnie, I agree 1,000,000%. It's a relaxing way to do the work and make it so flippin' cute. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is the cutest print. I need to go find some more. Like maybe the same person that made this. So before, right here, we still haven't done that side. And this is what we've been working on, right? We're just pulling it up. Now I'm looking in the camera and I don't like this down here. I'll put a little more darker. It's just little bites, little tiny bites. He looks like he's just highlighted in like the Starry Night, right? What size is that paper? It's a 20 by 30 because it's got 4 on one sheet. So then they cut apart to be whatever that is. So yeah, it's a big sheet. So it is a, it's a big sheet. It's got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Aren't they cute? So you cut them apart. So it's a 20 by 30 sheet, but you get 4. That's the best deal of the day. I will have to price these, and I'm ordering more because I have a feeling this is going to sell out. Like, people are going to be in here tomorrow asking if they can buy these, and I haven't even put them in the system. If I can, I really can't get to it. I won't show you. I was going to show you what I just finished, but it's covered behind tons of stuff. So you guys get the idea, right? Super cute. I'll finish this up because I really want to go home. It's already 1:45. But I mean, how easy? Did you guys get that? How easy it is? It's just little bites of paint. I haven't done this or this. What if it's a big before and after? Right? It's just a little paint. So if you want to pick out tissue paper and you want me to help you with colors, that's fine. I actually ended up using 1, 2, 3, 4 colors plus the base, so 5 colors. Thicket, I used 3 shades of green, 4 shades of green, a sagey green, a darker green, and an army green, which is collard greens, English ivy, weeping willow, and then thicket's the one we started with, and then I just used a little bit of blue. Ba, ba, da, ba. What do you guys think? Please share, please like, please shop, please. Been slow. Been slow. Okay, so anyhow, cute. This will be for sale when I get it done. Of course, Christmas won't be out until October, but you know, if you come in and you say, that deer that you did, I want to buy it, she'll have a price tag on it. I'll finish it in the next couple of days. All right, you guys, I am working on some other things too. I just started these today. I'm not done. I just started. I think I may do a class. Who would be interested in a apothecary jar class? Potions. Love potion number 9. Right? Isn't that what it is? So these are decoupage too that I just got in. Empty liquor bottles. I just started to paint them. I didn't get a chance to finish, embellish, maybe put some molds on them, maybe put some gilding wax, all that good stuff. So you guys, thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate all that you do and support my small business. Don't forget, like, share, follow, watch me on YouTube. If you want to watch the replay, watch it on YouTube. I would appreciate that. The live doesn't give me any watch hours, but the replay does. So you guys, go out and be fabulous and make it a great day. And don't forget to come down here and shop. We are open Friday and Saturday from 10 to 4 tomorrow, and Saturday 10 to 3. Go out and be fabulous, you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.